Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hey, just a quick video here on the current state of the auto parts market. And if you're tuned into this channel, you know we do a lot of auto parts stuff. We are a lot of auto related stuff. We do a lot of Ford Excursion stuff, right? So there's a company called First Brands Auto Parts. Look them up. First Parts, what is it? First Brands. They've got 24 subsidiary companies underneath them, including Michelin, Fram, Loctite, Reese, a whole bunch of different auto parts related companies underneath it. File for Chapter 11. Advanced Auto. Everybody knows Advanced Auto, closing over 700 stores by June. They are closing down the country. You see your fuel prices going up. They're going to take away your ability to fix and repair your car or your truck, whatever you're driving. So it's very real. It's happening very, very fast now. Very fast. So it's something that I think everybody should be aware of. It's something that I think y'all probably, if you're like me, we like our old trucks, right? We like our old Excursions. We like our old Fords, our old Dodges, whatever you're driving. If it's older, you might want to start stocking up on parts that just go bad, talking suspension parts. You're talking fuses, filters especially. On my Ford Excursion, on these 6.0 Power Strokes, Motocraft fuel filters now $150. $150 for a fuel filter. If you want to go micro guard, if you're going to O'Reilly's, even those with a discount that I get, and I get a good discount, they are $40. Not that that's a ton of money, but it kind of is. A micro guard. I used to be able to get a Motocraft for that just 18 months ago. So, boy, they're really coming at us from all angles here, guys and gals. They really are. So, I really think everybody should probably get active. Get active in prepping, get active in preparing, because this isn't going to stop. It's only going to accelerate. There is no slowing down this out of control locomotive, guys. There's not. There's no putting the genie back in the bottle. Train's left the station, however you want to put it. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. We are going to see $10 a gallon gas. We got $5 a gallon gas, boys and girls, at $104 a barrel. This oil is going to be at $200 a barrel. The Strait of Hormuz has freight line as tankers that have been out there for over 70 days, 2.5 months closing in on a backlog, 70 days worth of tankers out there. And I can tell you what, if we get to $10 a gallon gas, it is over. It's over. Middle class is over. People will not be going to work because they're not going to be able to afford for these menial jobs to put $10 a gallon fuel in and do. Some people are doing 60-mile round trippers or more to work. Figure that out. And I think I've already told you in some of these videos, and it got no views, but there's 70% of farmers out there. 70%. Farmers right there did not have enough money to purchase the fertilizer they need. 70%. So that means 30% did. So we're talking about probably a 50% harvest. 50%. Getting half the harvest. And then that doesn't even factoring in the $6 a gallon diesel that's going into that machine right there, and every other one. Like, I think people really need to prepare themselves for their food, their grocery bills are going to double. They will double by the fall, if not more. I'm one of those people that have been preaching preparedness for many years now. Probably I've been beating the drum louder in probably the past 5 years. As we're working to a crescendo that is not going to be pretty. It's really not going to be pretty. And for people who are financially stable, how stable are you? How liquid are you? Ask yourself that. How liquid are you? Do you have access to cash in the event of a monster crash? Do you actually have access to your finances? Or is everything locked up and is everything in an account? Is everything in a 401k? Everything is an IRA? Everything is unattainable, right? You don't have access to it. Because in the event of a big one, man, and I mean a big market crash, there's going to be bank runs. You will not have access to that. And I really think that that moment is coming this year. I'm hoping we have 6 months, but I don't know. The rhetoric coming out of the White House, the way they're talking, they don't care about the midterms. They don't care about the coming midterm elections. Why would that be? Why would an administration not really give a shit about midterms? Unless they know there's going to be something where maybe there won't be midterms. You've always heard Trump's the last president, right? I'm kind of starting, as this stuff is lining up, I'm beginning to lend myself to believe that theory. Just because everything's lining up for it. Everything is getting cartoonish in the lies, in the propaganda. It's just, I mean, it is full tilt right now. But I tell you what, man, I'm in the parts stores a lot. I work on those things a lot. I've seen the prices go. And I've got a stockpile of parts for these trucks. But I don't have enough. I mean, let's say I wanted to drive these things for the next 15 years. And all of a sudden, all the sensors for them become unavailable. What are you going to do? Well, I don't know. What are you going to do? They are purposefully putting out of business all of the parts manufacturers. For those of you guys ever seen the movie Wall Street, go watch it. Private equity firms are going in and gutting these companies. Specifically, auto parts companies. They're doing it right now. And when they put them out of business, or they go bankrupt, they don't come back. They do not come back. That is one less company providing parts for your vehicles. These older vehicles are great if you can get access to parts. So I've been seeing a growing trend of people buying 3, 4, 5, 6 of the same make, same model vehicles. And I understand why. We're going to be acquiring a Toyota Prius, maybe a couple of them. Trust me, I love my big trucks, man. I love my big trucks. Okay, love America. There you go. But at $6.40 a gallon diesel, I can afford, I can do it, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'm gonna park that thing for runs where I don't need a big rig, right? Or I'm not pulling a trailer. If I gotta pick something up that I can pick up in a car, 50 miles a gallon sounds a hell of a lot better than 14, 15 in a nice tuned 7.3, maybe 18 running around town. And if I'm having that thought, I know damn well many others are too. So I can almost see a run on pre-owned Priuses, second gens. You're talking probably 05 to 10, somewhere in there. Maybe 04 to 2010s. You can get fairly reasonable, mild, well-maintained rigs for $5,000. Like ones that are in pretty damn good shape. They might have miles, and I just found a contact here that refurbishes the batteries. They go through, they open it up, and they replace the old cells, put in new cells. I don't know, $500-600, give you $100 credit on a core. You know, Toyota makes good cars. They build good engines. You're talking about a 1.6, 1.7 liter four-cylinder that might have 200,000 miles. When you consider it's a hybrid, it's a Prius, you got to understand that four cylinders probably only got, if it has 200,000 miles on the clock, there's probably only 100, 120,000 miles on the motor itself. That's not very many on a Toyota, one that's been maintained. They do the fluids and filters, and they don't beat the hell out of them. So you kind of might want to start thinking along those lines, where this is heading. Kind of how you can jump out here ahead of the curve and ahead of the crowd, because I can see those. I mean, honestly, I can see the second-gen Prius is getting really expensive really quick. So I'm probably going to get my hands on a couple of them in pretty short order. So, you know, and also I think we got to get the, we're going to have to get the above-ground off-road diesel tank out here, and probably a, you know, a couple 100-gallon gasoline tank out here, just in case everything goes to hell in a handbasket. At least, you know, we might be able to get around for, you know, 4 months on fuel before that runs out. But anyways, that's all I got for you. I just kind of wanted to bring you the story about the auto parts, and, you know, there's a quickening happening. There is a quickening happening. Things are moving faster and faster. I know y'all feel it, and if you've made it this far, by all means, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I mean, you know, why not? I'm not going to beat you. I'm not going to upload too many videos. I'll try and make them all decent, but, you know, it's just like-minded people, you know. So, all right, that's what I got for you. Everybody take care. If you made it this far, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll talk to you later.